Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Dr. Connie Chung. I have an extensive educational background. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, master's in nutrition, a doctorate in physical therapy, been a clinician for over 25 years, as well as board certified in Institute of Functional Medicine in functional medicine. And I'm a ERYT certified at the 500 hour with Yoga Alliance. All that being said, I utilize yoga as a specific tool to help you to regulate your nervous system, to really empower you, to really reach in to your own essence and your healing power from within, to heal from any kind of symptoms, whether it be physical, mental, and emotional, as well as chronic illnesses. I believe all the answers are within you, that we have a biochemical capacity and the ability to heal our own bodies if we can align from within, inside out. That's what we do here. Welcome, and I can't wait to get to know you better. Welcome, you guys. This is Dr. Connie, and today I'm gonna lead you through some power yoga sequence that's going to build your strength and stamina and provide you with the mobility and strengthening that you need to stay strong. So here we go. Meet me at the top of your mat. Sitting nice and tall, looking down. Make sure that the heel toe are together. Standing in mountain pose, standing nice and tall. Pull your shoulders down, lift your chin, and ground your feet through the floor. Take a deep breath in, up. Gaze up, exhale, fold forward, palms to the mat. Inhale, lift up and out of your chest, gaze forward, palms flat, right foot back, left foot back, shift forward, lower down, slow and steady. Push down to lift, gaze up, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Settling here. I like to bend opposite knee, sink opposite heel, bend the opposite knee, and just walk my dog. Ground your palms to the mat. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Gaze forward, step the right foot forward, then left. Inhale, lift up and out of your chest. Exhale it, fold. Inhale it, lift. Gaze up, palms to heart center, arms down by your side. Inhale it up. Gaze forward. Inhale, lift. Left foot back, right foot back. Shift it forward, lower down, slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, gaze forward, step the right foot forward, then left. Inhale, lift up and out of your chest. Exhale it, fold, root to rise. Come all the way up, gaze up. Staying active in your body. Exhale, hands to heart center, arms down by your side. One more. Inhale it up. Exhale it, fold. Inhale, lift up and out of your chest, palms flat. And this time, let's jump back, shift forward. Lower down, slow and steady, getting to those shoulders. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog, deep in breath. And deep out breath. One more breath. And exhale. Bend your knees a lot. Gaze forward. Right foot forward. Then left. Sorry about that, guys. Inhale, lift. Exhale it, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Hands to heart. Arms down by your side. And now we're gonna do sink our hips down and go into chair, gaze up. Wrap your head with your biceps, exhale it, fold. Engage through your core. Inhale, lift, right foot back, left foot back, shift it forward, lower down, slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Right leg up high. Right foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Root to rise. Come up nice and slow. Gaze up. Exhale. Hands on either side of the right foot. Right foot back. Shift forward. Lower down slow. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Left leg up high. Left foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come up. Nice and slow, gaze up. Hands on either side of the left foot. Left foot back, shift it forward. Lower down, slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Pull your navel to the spine, tailbone up high. Pull the elbows together energetically and feel the back shoulder muscles engage. Exhale, bend your knees a lot, gaze forward. Step the right foot forward, then left. Inhale, lift. Exhale it, fold. Sink your hips. Reach your arms up. Gaze up. Push the floor away. Hands to heart. Arms down by your side. Breathe. Again, inhale it up. Sink your hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Palms flat. Jump or step it back. Shift forward. Lower down. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Right leg up high. Right foot forward between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come all the way up. Gaze up. And down. Right foot back. Shift forward. Lower down. Push down to lift. Exhale back. Downward dog. Left leg up high. Left foot forward between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come all the way up. Gaze up. Hands on either side of the left foot. Left foot back. Shift forward. Lower down slow. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Deep in breath. Deep out breath. And deep in breath. Again, inhale your arms up. Sink your hips. Gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Jump or step it back. Shift forward. Lower down slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Right leg up high on the in-breath. Take the right foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Root to rise. Come up. Gaze up. Exhale, hands on either side of the right foot. Right foot back. Shift forward. Lower down slow. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Left leg up high. Left foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come all the way up. Gaze up. Exhale all the way down. Left foot back. Shift forward. Lower down slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. One more breath. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. This time try jumping forward, landing lightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale it, fold, sink your hips, reach your arms up. Gaze up, push the floor away. Hands to heart, arms down by your side and breathe. Inhale it up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And jump or step it back, shift forward, lower down slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Right leg up high. Right knee towards the right armpit. Aim high. Come high up on the left toes. Inhale, lift. Bring the right knee towards the left armpit. Aim high. Come all the way up. Place your right foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come up. Nice and slow. Gaze up. Good job. Open it up, warrior two. Left hand on the inner right thigh. Lift the right arm up, inhale up. And exhale, right hand down on the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up and over. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Good job. And left hand down, right foot back, shift forward, lower down. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Left leg up high. Left knee exactly up towards the left armpit. Come high up onto the right toes. Lift up. Left knee towards the left armpit, pushing the floor away, engaging through the core. Inhale, lift. Left foot exactly between your hands. Turn your back heel in. Come up strong and steady. Bending into the left knee, squaring your hips. Open it up, warrior two. Gazing forward. Right hand on the inner left thigh. Lift the left arm up. Gaze up. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. And lower the left hand all the way down on the outside of the left foot. Lift up. Lower the hips to make one straight line. A lot of the times I see a lot of people with the hips up. It needs to be down. Get really into the left hip and gaze up, rotate up. Good job. Right hand down. Left foot back, shift forward. Lower down slow and steady. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Ground and lift. And jump. Inhale, lift. Exhale it, fold. Rise up. Gaze up. Hands to heart center. Arms down by your side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right foot back. Stay here. Lower the right knee all the way down. Lift up. Gaze up, hands to heart center, right elbow on the outside of the left knee, and push down on the elbow to rotate to the left. Good. Hands on either side of the left foot. Hinge your hips back, toes up. Breathe into the back side of the left thigh, toes down, breathe. Toes up, breathe. Toes down, stay here, bring the right hand on the outside of the left foot, and push down as you lift up. Squaring your hips. This should feel really uncomfortable, but really strong through the ribs. Left hand down. Wiggle your feet towards the back side of the right wrist. Tuck your right toes. Lift the hips up. A little IT band stretch here. Lower down nice and slow. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Bring your forehead towards the shin. And inhale. Take it up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. And bend your right knee. Hook the foot. And maybe you lift the left arm, or maybe you bind your arms. Wherever you are in this pose, see how far you can go. But kick your right foot into the shoulder, pulling the right shoulder back, activating both the thigh and the upper body and the core. And then let's go all the way, surrendering into sleeping pigeon. Deep in breath. Deep out breath. Deep in breath. Deep out breath. Good job. Hands flat. Come high up on your elbows. Tuck your right toes. Lift high enough to shoot the left foot back, shift forward, lower down, push down to lift. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Exhale, bend your knees a lot and jump forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale it, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gaze up, hands to heart, arms down by your side. Inhale up, sink your hips, upper body down. Inhale, lift. Left foot back this time, and slowly bend into the right knee, lower the left knee. Root down through the right foot, come up high, gaze up, hands to heart, left elbow on the outside of the right knee, and twist to the right side, squeezing your belly. Deep in breath, deep out breath. Good. Both hands on either side of the right foot. Hinge your hips back, toes up, breathe. Toes down, breathe. Toes up, breathe. Toes down and breathe. Bending into the right knee. Hands flat on either side of the right foot. Heel toe that foot behind your left wrist. Lift your hips. Gaze towards the shin. Press back, getting into that IT band. Lowering down nice and slow. Squaring your hips. Bring your right hand over to the left. Bend your left knee. Hook. And bind. Lift. Kick the foot into the left elbow. And lift up. And this is where you really have to kick. Pulling the left shoulder back. Engaging the front side of the shoulder as well as the thigh. As well as the core. And lower down. Surrendering fully into pigeon. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Good. Hands flat. Shift up, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Right foot back, shift forward, lower down. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog, deep in breath. And deep out breath. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Bring the right foot forward, then left. And sink your hips down, sitting up nice and tall. Let's draw the knees up to your chest. Sitting and balancing on your sit bones. Bring your shins parallel to the mat. And maybe you guide your knees straight, sitting nice and tall, staying open in your upper body, and then maybe let go of the arms and allow your legs to stay up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the pinky edges of your feet, draw the knees in, sitting up nice and tall, and then hinge forward from your hips. Deep in breath, and deep out breath. With the strength of your hips, draw the hips down to allow for this forward fold. Do not get your bend from your upper body like this. And if that's you, you need to stay up. You need to stay straight in the spine. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Isolating the stretch to where it's needed, which is your hips. And then straighten the right leg forward. And then going forward and stretching, grabbing the hold of the balls of your feet if you can. Keeping the right knee bent if you need to. Draw the left knee down as you go forward. Place your forehead on the right shin and catch your breath. And come up. Inhale, exhale, stay. Come all the way up. Draw the right heel in, straighten the left leg. Sit up nice and tall, lean forward. And go into this Janu Shirshasana. Draw the forehead towards the left shin and relax. Draw the right thigh down towards the mat. Deep in breath, deep out breath, and relax your shoulders. And come right up. Straighten both legs, draw the toes up, and reach forward, grabbing your balls of your feet. Draw it toward your face. Draw the face between your shin. Deep in breath, and deep out breath. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Good deal. Come all the way up. And this time, we're going to go forward, draw the navel to the spine, go engaging your core, go down nice and slow, all the way down on your back. And once you're down, go ahead and relax here, drawing both knees up to your chest. Flattening all curvatures of your spine. Draw the pelvis rocket side to side. And then straighten the left leg, keeping the toes pointed. Start to straighten the right knee. Toes pointed. Toes point, flex. Toes point and flex. Keep breathing. Toes point and draw the forehead to meet the shin. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Lower the upper body, grabbing the big toe. Allow the thigh to go out to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Draw it back center. Grabbing the pinky edge of the right foot. Lower the right arm all the way to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Draw the right knee up. Draw the left knee up, Straighten the right leg, keep the toes pointed, and grab the back side of the left calf. Toes point, flex. Toes point and flex. Toes point. Tuck your chin. Draw the shin or the forehead towards the shin. The right hand resting on top of the right thigh. Lower the upper body. Grab the big toe. Lower it towards the left side, looking over your right shoulder. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Take it up. Grab the right foot, drawing the feet up. Draw the pinky edges of your feet down. Rock it side to side. It's called Happy Baby. And breathe. And finally into Supta Baddha Konasana, which is supine butterfly, or butterfly on your back. Finally, into Shavasana, and allow your body to completely relax and melt onto the mat. Close your eyes. Feel the energy flowing within you. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Deep in breath and deep out breath, and deep in breath, and deep out breath. Please pause the video. Stay here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like.
Thank you for watching. Your time is valuable to me, and I appreciate you being here. If you found my videos helpful, I put out weekly videos for you so that you can benefit from it. So I would love it if you subscribed, as well as comment, review me, follow me on social at Instagram, YouTube, as well as TikTok at Dr. Connie Chung. I'd love to hear from you. DM me, comment below, and let's connect. I'll see you guys all later.